this is the cheapest flight in the country.
But where is it going? And more importantly, is the destination budget friendly?
As we find out if this is one of the cheapest summer getaways you can have.
Here we go again, cheap flights.
I found a doozy.
It's disgustingly low actually. I can't believe they bother even getting the plane out for it. We're on our way to the airport and we're late. Now Ethan has told me the price, but he hasn't told me where the plane is going. Guys, rest assured that the second I find out, I will be keeping it from you. We're not going to tell you straight away, we're going to see if you can work it out. But for now, the real question isn't where we're going, it's if we're going to make it. We're very concerned that we won't be able to get our airport pint. It's a necessity for travel.
You've got your snow boots?
No.
And your swim shorts?
No.
What about your sun cream?
Why would I need snow boots and sun cream?
But you got your fleece?
Ethan, I've packed everything you told me to pack.
Just a pair of knickers.
Yeah. I've got my crossbow and my chainmail vest.
That's all you need.
All right, drive. Get me to my plane so that pilot can take over.
Okay.
We're at my favourite airport. This is Stansted Airport. My favourite because it's the closest to where I live. Do you know why it's super busy here? Ryanair operates out of here. And Ryanair has just the most frugal flights. We're cutting this quite fine, aren't we?
Yeah.
But as it turns out, we weren't.
Ethan's spun a web of lies. He told me we're up against the clock, there's no way we're going to make it, we have to rush. As it turns out, none of that is true. Ethan just is one of those people that has to get to the airport 6 hours before. You were ready to come for this flight in 2024, weren't you? Got enough time for a pint and an eggs Benedict. The good news is, if we do end up missing it, it was really cheap. This pint of beer cost more than half of what the flight is.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, what is this world we live in? Ryanair, the airline of champions.
That's our plane.
Is it?
Right there.
And where's it going?
It is going to... Yeah.
I've never been there before.
Excited now?
Yeah.
Should we get you on it?
Yeah, I'm always down to go on a Ryanair flight.
That's the cheapest flight out of our country.
That costs a pittance. Right, what smarty pants can work out where we're going from this? Someone out there's like, I know exactly where you're going.
Go on then, how much did it cost?
20, no, 18, no. This flight cost 13 pounds.
That's ridiculous. How far can you go on a train for that in England?
2 stops.
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
After a smooth flight, we touched down in our destination, but were met with immediate disappointment when collecting our rental car.
We got for us, Ethan. Something fitting.
I wish.
Have you done like a red herring here? Have you picked a Renault to like throw the guys off of where we are? Are you trying to make them think we're in France?
Oh, it's all gone wrong. This is not what we asked for. And we did ask for it at the desk as well, and they said, we don't have it. So we're left with a Renault Captur.
And things didn't get much better for Ethan.
Oh, it's manual as well. On the other side of the road, on the other side of the car. Oh, wow. Oh, look how new this car is.
I don't do new cars, Ethan. So you can't be too disappointed though, it was dirt cheap.
This is true. This cost €15 a day. 15 euros a day.
Yeah.
We've got this for 2 days, so it's 30 euros. Let's see if this puppy purrs.
So I think we'll drop the first massive hint of where we are.
Yeah.
So I'm sure loads of you have worked out where we are. We've probably slipped up and left in the edit like the place name or something, but we are in, and it's just a little hint, the place we're going to is in Italy.
Yeah, we're back in Italy, yes.
Which is why we're so disappointed that we've got a Renault. We actually wanted a Fiat 500. Dip in and out and get yourselves out of pokey situations. Where we're going, bit of city driving to do, isn't there? This is that much bigger.
But tomorrow, this could be good.
13 quid for a flight, and then £15 to rent this.
Yeah.
So you're over here and driving for £28. Obviously, yeah, you do have to pay for some insurance, unless you're super brave. I don't advise that you don't get insurance. But that actually wasn't that much, that was £19 for 2 days.
And it means I can add you as a driver as well.
Oh, I don't want to do any driving. I'm on holiday. There's a present you want to buy yourself, isn't there? He's been banging on and on and on about it. He won't shut up about it.
I actually won't shut up.
He keeps going to me, oh, if we go here, then it means I can get this thing. I'm like, Ethan, I don't care.
Well, as a thank you, maybe we can find a castle.
Have they got castles here?
They've got Italian castles.
Is that it up there? Oh my God, what's that? We've got to go there.
Let's go there.
I don't know what that is, but we've got to go there.
But before we could explore this city, we first had to check out our new age accommodation.
Do you just do that off of your phone? Are we in the future?
How good is that?
What is this Airbnb that they've given you an app which opens up the gates?
I love that this car gives you a safety rating for your drive.
That says a lot about my driving, doesn't it?
That's number of pedestrians you hit on the way here. Oh, you almost got full marks, man. Nice try.
I'm a bit gutted I didn't get 100.
Did you just use an app to open the front door as well?
Yeah.
Have we gone on holiday in Blade Runner?
We've made it. Oh, that's good.
Wow, this place looks actually properly decent. Eve, what have you booked here?
I don't know. Where's the things we have to construct to sleep in?
Why isn't it one room?
Oh my God, we can shower.
God, we are so easily pleased. No way.
Oh, no way.
The place has its own balcony. We can really hear that construction work from this balcony. Letting your mate book a mystery trip with you having no idea where you're ending up sounds risky, but not as risky as using the same password for all your accounts. That's like giving a hacker permission to steal all your stuff.
But if you have today's sponsor Proton Pass, then they will be able to help you. Proton Pass secures your passwords with end-to-end encryption, and it's so encrypted that not even Proton can see your data.
One of Proton Pass's most useful features is that it knows the difference between a real login page and a phishing scam. Perfect for your friends and family when they want to be careful on the internet.
They also have a hide my email feature, so if you're signing up for something you're unsure about, Proton Pass lets you make throwaway email addresses.
Like, I refuse to spend more than £20 on a flight at cheapskate.com. It also scans the dark web for leaked passwords, because the last thing you want is your password in some hacker's shopping basket.
Proton Pass is already trusted by over 100 million users and is community funded with none of that tech giant nonsense. And you can also sign up for a free Proton Pass plan.
So make sure you're keeping your logins safe and make things easier for yourself online.
Hit the link in the description and download Proton Pass today.
Thank you, Proton Pass. Right, so price-wise, this is obviously pretty decent. Got a roof terrace, what more do you need to know? But where we are, the prices of accommodation is actually quite steep, isn't it? This is on the lower end. Yes. This is where you get, a flight here might cost you less than a really expensive milkshake, and you can rent a car for a pittance a day. This Airbnb has cost us, with fees, £128. That's hit the budget a little bit.
It's not bad for where we are though.
And it has a rooftop terrace, and I would pay any amount of money for a rooftop terrace. Looking to come here, we haven't actually said where we are yet, have we?
Next scene, it's going to cut to Jack and he's going to say where we are.
We're in Turin, Torino.
Never been there, have you been here?
I've never been here before.
It's cool, I like it. It's a nice smell. There's some cool vibes here.
There's a nice smell.
Yeah, it smells all right.
Already cracked loads of jokes with Turin. We're going to work it quite nicely into the video.
Turin a lot of bother now.
You best start believing in Italian places. Turin one. That one is especially weak. Ethan off camera has been banging on and on and on and on about this thing he wants to do when he gets here. But apparently that's the first thing we've got to do.
Well, all the money I've not spent on flights means I can get this.
Okay. Castle straight away. As soon as we get here, they've got a castle. It's like they know what I like. And it's in the middle of the square. Crown Piece. That's where all castles should be like. What am I chatting about?
Ethan had hurried me along from my castle, as he had a devious plan to absolutely ruin our budget.
Guys, you won't believe it. Ethan, for some reason, has come here to buy a football shirt. What?
I couldn't come to Turin and not buy a Juventus shirt.
You bloody could.
No, well, that obviously wasn't going to happen, but you let it happen on your watch.
Yeah, but do you know why I let it happen? Yeah, there's a whole reason for this, and it's like a good lesson. That top,
don't say it.
It costs more than flying here and renting a car. How much was that?
I don't know.
I know exactly how much it was. It was €59. That's more than our flights and our car hire. We can't both wear that, can we?
We can.
We can give it a go.
Sorry to the Torino FC fans out there. That's a football joke. The brand new Juventus kit, €163
for football.
For football.
I'm going home.
After Ethan demolished our budget with football, we knew we had to keep costs to a minimum at dinner, and Torino delivered.
We've been very budget friendly with dinner. We've really kept on task. We haven't gone and bought a £60 t-shirt, have we, Ethan? This pizza with like pepperoni and stuff on it was €8, and you know it's going to slap. You could order 4 of them, and it's still going to be less than it would if you ordered a Domino's at home. I'm glad we managed to claw back the budget after your insane purchase. Deduct it from the total. I'm just going to text my missus and tell her I'm never coming back.
Oh, I'm so full of pizza and tiramisu.
We were doing really well for keeping that budget friendly, and then at the end just said, hell with it.
The pizza was cheap.
Yeah. Once you added up all those cannolis I ate though, especially all the yellow cello. Do you know what, tomorrow there's some things I want to see.
You want to see a pizza on a plate in front of you?
No. There's one thing that really interesting in particular. We have to wait and see if we can actually get our eyes on it, because it's like 1,000 years old. I don't know if we're allowed, but it's intriguing. But really, now we need to really wind in the budget now, because all the limoncello, a bit on the back foot with this one.
Yeah, well done, Turin. Very good.
Yeah, I see what you did there, Turin. I see what you did there. Make that first beer taste extra delicious, eh? As soon as the wench was looking through the window like this, you see her. As soon as we had that sip, she was like, We got him. Little rest.
Little
More
rest.
activities.
Turin for a big day tomorrow.
After sleeping off all that pepperoni, it was time for Ethan's favourite part of any trip.
Which is driving in a strange new city. Ethan likes to do this in the mornings.
First thing.
First thing, it's his favourite.
I'll just take out a third quickly.
I find first gear when setting off.
It's quite good, isn't it?
It's quite good, yes.
I might start doing that.
What's this guy doing?
Should we get going?
Yeah, ain't getting any greener, bud. Speaking of having this car, every time we've done one of these cheap flights, we've always ended up staying in like the city that is near. But we should utilise this today. There's some things around here that we can drive to. But before we do that, I think let's just get a taste of the city.
A literal taste.
And Ethan wanted to find his favourite taste.
Oh, a couple of pastries, eh? That's weird. Do you like pastries? Actually, come to mention it, we actually sell an international pastry hoodie now.
Yes, this is true. Yeah, if you want to get your hands on an international pastry hoodie, go to allthegear.shop in the link in the description.
If you want to get your hands on an international pastry, is that what you just said? Not this one. We mean the hoodie.
You can't get your hands on me.
He costs a little bit less than the price of the hoodie. How much was all this, Ethan? It's very reasonable.
€9 breakfast for all of it. You take that. That's nearly the price of a flight to get here. That's extortion.
Yeah, it's really weird. When you start looking at like this stuff and be like, wow, that's a flight to Turin.
Pastries completed, we now wanted to catch a glimpse of one of Turin's most famous artefacts.
This is the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist, and inside the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist there is a shrine that contains the Shroud of Turin. If you're not familiar with what the Shroud of Turin is, it's claimed to be the linen, the cloth that Jesus Christ was wrapped in after he was crucified.
Yeah.
And on that cloth is the image of Jesus Christ imprinted on it. I think it popped up in France and then it went to a couple of other places, but ultimately it settled here in Turin, and it's been in Turin for like 500 years now.
You can't actually see it. It's in a box behind like what is probably like bulletproof glass.
I guess it's good to know it's like
Yeah.
in the box, if it is in there, you know.
You're within meters of it.
Now I think regardless of what you believe, I think it's undeniable that that item is just crazy history. Put aside what it claims
As an
to
actual
be.
historical artifact.
It's been disputed so many times.
It's been tested on countless times.
I think it was actually carbon dated, and I think they found out, or the results showed, that it was made sometime around 1200. Some people have tested it for paint pigment and say that it was painted on the cloth. And there was a theory rolling around that it was actually a very early photograph, and it's a self-portrait of Leonardo da Vinci. And he made it. There's so much back and forth about it, it's mental. I'm not picking sides here, you know, I'm just a guy making YouTube videos, but what a wild claim.
Should we keep exploring?
Yeah, let's do that.
So we moved on to the Royal Palace.
Surely this has got to be where the fanciest stuff is.
If you've never seen a gold palace before, then you should come to Turin. It has the most mind-boggling decor you have ever seen. Details upon details upon gold upon details. Even the stairwells were blowing our tiny minds. How on earth do you do that?
Don't know. One hell of a GCSE in art.
But if gold fixtures and fittings don't do it for you, then don't worry, because they have the most brutal armoury of medieval weaponry. But surprisingly, it wasn't any of this that caught Jack's eye.
I think if it was me, I would have sculpted them with noses.
And Jack's astute eye for detail didn't finish there.
Have you noticed that someone's nicked the dicks off of all these statues?
Where have you put them? Go on.
I've not seen a single peen on one of these statues. New game, find a statue's penis. That was so worth the price of admission. That was wicked.
That really was. They had quite a collection in there.
I think even if you, for a day, even if you paid for a plane ticket here, came and did that, that would be worth the 30 quid.
After a culture-filled morning, we had even more pizza and decided to get out the city and head north.
Right, we're making full use of this £15 a day rental car. Now, it's a mini road trip vehicle. Got out of Torino.
And I've got into this.
Oh yeah, turns out Ethan forgot to pack any clothes, so he's had to wear. Good job you did buy that £60 t-shirt. Yeah.
Really lucky I did buy this.
And he also went back and had to get Juventus pants. But we're heading out here. What's out here? That looks really good. We're gonna have a change of pace, we're gonna have a change of scenery. Come on, drive. Get me there in one piece, please.
Okay. One of the great things about Turin is that it's a stone's throw from the Alps. And as we had a car, we couldn't let that opportunity pass.
What's this little mountain town you found, Ethan? Oh, look at that balcony up here. That's crazy. Just that door just goes out to nothing. You just fall into the street.
But this town was home to something else other than a perilous balcony, as just a short hike away was a wet gem.
We're at Cascata di Noasca, which sits just above the town of Noasca. We're right in the tippity top of Italy, like most northwesterly point.
Yeah, we're dangerously close to France. I know. Yeah, I know. Don't go any further.
We had no idea this was here.
This is amazing.
So cool.
We love a good waterfall.
Go on.
Look, this is a good one. A good steady flow and a semi-decent plunge ball. I want a hard figure though.
You could book a meeting with me for £1 million and we'll discuss it.
The meeting's £1 million. How about I pay for your return flight?
This morning we were just sat in the city centre with a cappuccino. And now we're here.
But there's loads of things. This is just what we decided to do.
Yeah.
There are so many spots here. But unfortunately, we actually have a flight to catch, so we can't stay here for hours. Come on then.
And speaking of return flights home, it's no good getting somewhere for cheap if you can't get back for cheap. And luckily for us, our return flight cost a respectable £25.50 each. So factoring that into our fuel and everything else, it brings the grand total for the two of us to £363.27.
So there we go, guys. Mission complete. We're back in Stansted, much to the dismay of Ethan. Great for me. I'm 20 minutes away. Turin, would recommend highly. Very good. Really enjoyable. They got a lot to offer and they're in a good location. You can get around. Everything's pretty cheap as well. You can definitely do it with not a lot of money. As always though, just keep your wits about you whenever you're traveling, wherever you're going. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Click here to subscribe. You can watch more videos down there.
Don't forget to get your international pastry hoodies.
And next time we're going to find a flight for single digits. Impossible.